456 sibilance. I ain't got nothing in my monitor. There we go. There we are. Okay. Hello.
That answers everything. Accountants can kind of. Right? You're creative in your dress. Accountants usually aren't.
Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine. Streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
I know. I want people to show up. I wish I could.
Big day, ladies and gentlemen. Muskie State basketball, and I did not have a purple dress shirt. I thought about running out and getting one, and there's some people that work here that are rocking like Muskie gear. I just don't know if in my job, if I can pull it off, you know? The one Muscatine shirt that I have is really old. Like, I think my wife gave it to me in 2010 when we were just dating. And I still wear it occasionally, but it's old. Good news is Scott Berlin has been whipping up some pretty cool Muskie basketball state shirts. And I reached out to him on Facebook yesterday, asked him if he had any smalls left. And he said, "Are you really a small?" And I said, "No, I'm a 3X, Scott." And check out this picture right here. There's Scott Berlin with about, I think it was 1,200 of the Muskie State shirts that he made. It's pretty awesome. Like, yeah. Those are just the front sides of the shirts. He said on Facebook that he had to then turn them all over and do the screen printing on the back. So that is pretty cool, and I think most of the folks going to the game tonight in Des Moines at the Wells Fargo Arena are going to be rocking that shirt made locally by Scott. So pretty awesome. I think he was only charging $10 too. So yeah. Now that I think of it, I maybe should have got one for my wife, who is somewhere in the store with my youngest kid. So maybe she won't watch this. That's good. All right. So I'll just get the shirt for myself because I'm selfish. So yes, it is Tuesday, March 6th. Muskies in action later on. 6:30-ish is the tip-off. If you're going to the game, have a great time. Drive safe. They're taking on Iowa City West, which is a formidable opponent, and definitely need a team effort tonight to come away with a victory. It's also National Frozen Food Day. We're celebrating that here at Hy-Vee, kind of a last-minute thing we put together where you spend $10 in frozen food. For every $10 you spend, you're going to get a 10-cent fuel saver. So that's pretty awesome. And I can see straight down from us Dave and his crew. There we go, checking out. They're loading up some frozen stuff. Isn't that pretty cool, right? So spend $10, get a 10-cent fuel saver. Everything you buy today. That's what you're gonna get, right? Spend 10, get 10. You like saving money on your gas? Today's the day to go to frozen food department. So, okay, let's get to our first guest. I think it's about that time, right? From the United Way, Nicole Sorgan-Fry is here, and Michelle Rhodes for the first time. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Good to
Thanks
see
for
you.
having us.
We saw you on Sunday.
Nice to see you.
Nicole
Yes.
had a chili in the chili cook-off at Grace Lutheran Church. It was very nice.
Thank you.
It was like a refreshing break because some of the chilies were very hot, and yours was pleasant. It was a chicken.
Chicken chili,
Yeah, it was really good.
green chilies, and
Yeah.
chicken and white beans.
Man,
So,
it
yeah.
was good. Michelle, you missed out.
I did.
Did you not get invited? I'm sorry.
She was
Sunday?
gone
I
last
was
week,
at a
so I didn't know.
Oh, you were
about
gone.
it. So I couldn't
Did you say
invite
soccer tournament?
Indoor.
Wow,
We weren't
awesome.
out in the cold.
Right, almost outdoor soccer
Almost.
season, right?
Almost.
Okay, so United Way, always a lot going on. Michelle, excuse me, Michelle, your responsibilities with the United Way are a little bit different than what Nicole's doing, but well, I mean, everybody does something
Yeah,
different.
Right.
We
But we
have
all
to.
work together.
Y'all work together under the United Way umbrella. So let's
Right.
talk about what it is that you're doing on a daily basis in the communities that the United Way serves.
In the communities, I like to promote what Nicole needs to do.
Cool.
All her events. I do the marketing, get it on Facebook, and hopefully we can get as many people to our events as we can.
Yes, so important, isn't it?
Yep.
To have the info out there.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of what I do right now. Campaign season is a big time for me. I
Sure.
work with businesses and try to bring in some donations and see what we can do to help the community.
It's fantastic. I mean, it has to be interesting for the United Way because in just a few short years, like it's all sort of changed how you can reach people, right? You have the ability to be on their phones.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a laptop sitting here. I don't know what the percentage is. Like, sometimes I feel like, are people using laptops still, or is it just primarily their smartphone? Definitely Facebook, Instagram's become more
Right.
popular, which is owned by
Right.
Facebook. Snapchat, which I'm not personally a big fan of. So it's a lot to manage, isn't it?
It is, especially with everything else we have to do, but we
Right.
make it work. Thankfully, those that were before me gave me a good start. So
Sure.
I'm just taking it on and continuing.
Good. Yeah, I think it's wonderful. And I always get the updates from the United Way. So if on Facebook, United Way of Muscatine, right?
Yes.
Do you have Instagram?
We do, but I'm still working on bringing that one in.
Okay. What's nice about Instagram, just a lot of pictures,
Yeah.
you know?
So Michelle runs our Facebook page and does all the marketing of it. So we keep her busy.
Yeah,
Making
because
sure that we're promoting and plugging and
yeah,
putting things out there.
I love it. What's the flyer? I can't really see it. What
So
do we have?
today
oh,
we
the
have
community baby shower.
we have
Yes,
some upcoming events that we wanted
Okay.
to talk about.
absolutely.
Through the month of April, we will have our community baby shower. This is where we collect items. So you can have a business collect them, a
Sure.
church, a group of friends collect them. You can also donate funds, and then we'll buy items. But
Awesome.
then we take those items and we donate them to some of the agencies that we work with. So
Cool. Do you want to hold up the community baby shower flyer? We can get a shot of that. That's pretty cool.
it should also be on our website.
Nice.
And then Michelle, if you want to tell them about the agencies.
Oh, you want to hold that back up just one more time?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. We're going to get a good shot
What
of it.
camera
There we
should
go.
I go to?
Right there. Perfect. So the month of April, please help out. I like that it's a month long.
Yeah.
It gives folks a lot of time to get involved, right?
Yep.
I mean, and as far as some of the things that you need, is it really everything? I mean,
Yeah, there's a list of items.
Okay.
The flyer, like I said, the flyer is also on our website, or you can call our office and
Perfect.
get the list of items. But it's anything from diapers to formula
Okay.
to lotion.
right.
And it can be slightly used clothes,
Okay.
new car seats, but anything along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, it's really all the things that you might take for granted when you have kids and you don't have to struggle to get them, right?
Correct.
But there's other folks that are like, well, I don't know if I'm going to have a car seat, or I don't know if I'm going to have enough clothes.
Well,
or,
the car seats are really important because
Yeah.
if a child is born at the hospital, they cannot leave the hospital without having their 5-point
Right.
harness check in their car seat. And so if they don't have a car seat, then public health will get them one. And so we donate all of our car seats to public health.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so think about that. You have to have a car seat if you're having a kid in the hospital.
Right.
Now, if it's a home birth, it must be just a different deal. But we'd still like you to have a car seat.
Oh, definitely.
Right? I mean,
Yes.
it's just one of those things for sure.
So all those items we divide up and give to different agencies within our community.
Cool.
So we utilize like the LSI Hopes program, MCSA, so
Awesome.
they can have things on hand for when families come in to
Sure.
the shelter. The Y, they have a parenting programs that we
Yep.
give them items as well. All of the baby food that we collect, we typically take to the food pantry.
Awesome.
So they can have that on hand. And then definitely Trinity Public Health.
So please, again, as we get closer to April, which will just be here in a couple weeks, and we have the Facebook page pulled up, and it is easy to get information. So if you think about it, like bring a donation to the United Way.
Yeah, you can bring it to our office.
Yeah,
So,
bring it. I mean, just like maybe the next time you're shopping at a place like Hy-Vee, and you're thinking, I don't need these items, but because we have a whole aisle of diapers and baby stuff,
yeah.
grab a couple things and then drop them off.
Right.
So on April 30th, we'll have a drop-off date at our office, and we have like a little community baby shower from 11 to 1.
Cool.
We'll have cupcakes and punch, and you can bring your items then. And then all the cash that's donated, we
Sure.
go out and buy items. We
Okay.
really try to buy those car seats, because those are always needed.
Yeah, the car seats can add up quickly.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Especially, man, I just think about it, because each car seat has to have the base, and then if you need
Yeah.
extra bases, those are another additional cost. So yeah, community baby shower, please take action. And I just think that this is a wonderful thing to do. How long has it been going on with the United Way?
This would be our 4th year.
Nice. Okay.
Every year it
And obviously
grows.
you identified a need 4 years ago, and that's why it was
There is a
started,
need
right?
because there is young moms who are in need who
Yeah.
don't have
Oh,
the
yeah.
items
Oh,
to
yeah.
set up or the family infrastructure to help them get
Mm-hmm.
items. Like when I had my children, my family all pulled together and did a shower and were
Sure.
able to. But if you don't have that,
Right.
I mean, it's hard. And so and when the agencies that I've listed, we work with them all the time, so we
Sure.
know that they need those items.
Yeah, I mean, some people have 2 or 3 showers and a diaper party, which, by the way, a diaper party is the greatest idea ever. Because when we had a diaper party for my oldest, before he was born, I think we had like 2,000 diapers that our friends brought.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and again, I'm fortunate enough to have friends and family that
Right.
were able to do stuff like that.
Right.
There's a lot of people that are not as fortunate. So think about that. Like something as simple as a pack of diapers. You walk
Right.
by it, $5, $6, $7, $8, and you might not realize, like, for somebody that could be a wonderful blessing.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have dentist offices that do
Sure.
collection sites. We have the Catholic Daughters that are
Okay.
doing something for
Cool.
the month of April and collecting items. So, and then businesses. We always get businesses that want to collect items as well.
Yeah. Please, if you're watching this, whether it's live or on MPW later tonight at 7:30 and 10:30, think about getting involved as an individual, or if you're watching this in the place that you work, you're thinking like, wow, we could be a part of that.
Yeah.
Really, for anything that the United Way does, you're always looking for folks that are wanting to get involved.
Yep.
Definitely.
Especially, again, if you are a business owner, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so how would that work? Would they just reach out on like the website or call the
They
office?
can
or
call
what?
us, and we
Okay.
actually have flyers that have all the information on it,
Cool.
and then a section on it where they can put where the collection site will be.
Nice.
And so this is just another way that we're letting everyone know that our community has a need, and it's easy for you to get that connected.
Yes, absolutely. Right, and there are a lot of needs in Muscatine County for sure. So again, it's a variety of things that you do. Because the next thing we're going to talk about is Pancake Breakfast. So we go from community baby shower to Pancake Breakfast. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all have United Way is constantly doing something good. So when is this Pancake Breakfast?
So Friday, April 13th.
Okay.
It's a good Friday the 13th.
Nice. Okay. Right, I was going to say, it's not a bad Friday the 13th.
Right. Correct.
Don't be superstitious unless you feel like something is going to happen to you if you eat pancakes on Friday the 13th. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to feel fantastic. Right?
Yeah, we make some really good pancakes.
You do. I've been there a couple
And
times,
we
and I was
serve
like, wow.
eggs
Yeah.
and sausage with
Right.
them, and then we have some fresh fruit as well.
It's a heck of a deal. So is this, the Walnut Room at First National Bank?
Correct.
Perfect. This is
From
great.
7 a.m. to 9
Okay.
a.m. All proceeds for the Pancake Breakfast go to our Kids First Fund,
Okay.
which helps kids feel one with their peers.
Nice. Okay, so these happen how many times a year?
Every quarter.
Every quarter you're getting the crew together, and it takes a small army on these pancake breakfasts because they can get very busy.
Right.
I
Our
mean, they're-
committee is about 12 people,
Yeah.
and usually all of them will show up to help.
Absolutely. So yeah, this is great. Chad, can I hold this one up too, if you don't mind? Pancake breakfast.
have it up.
We have it up on the monitor. I'm sorry. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. So, and really, it's a heck of a deal when you think about it. And you know, for a lot of folks, they could stop in before work, or if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
a third shifter and you're getting off
Right.
work and you're thinking, oh, that sounds like a good cause. I mean, you're eating breakfast and supporting kids in the community. Like,
Right, and it's a
Doesn't happen that
goodwill
often.
donation, so
Sure.
there's no set charge.
Nice.
So if you feel like our pancakes are worth $20, feel free to throw $20 in the jar.
What if I think they're
Or
worth
$5?
$100?
Oh,
Go
then
for
we
it.
would definitely
Oh,
take you.
all right.
Yes.
I would say the pancake breakfast is worth more than $5. Again, it's a goodwill donation.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not saying it. I'll say it. If you show up, $10. I mean,
you know, some of the offices will come as a group. So
Yeah.
you go to work at 7:30 and you get 3 or 4 people and
Right.
you come down. I know Muscatine Power and Water does that. Usually the hospital will do that. So
oh, it's awesome.
we love seeing you and talking with you.
And it's not like you're going to sit around and wait, right? Because if you are either, like you said, maybe you're going to go to work and then come back, or you're going to stop there before work, everything's ready to go.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you got to power through a couple pancakes and some sausage and then get to work,
Yeah.
you're not going to be waiting.
Right.
Because you have how many griddle? I mean, there's a lot of,
We work off of 2 griddles, but everything's made fresh.
yeah, everything. And it just smells amazing.
And we
in
get
there.
everything from Hy-Vee.
Hey now! Thank you. Boy, it would have been awkward if you would have said one of the other stores.
So,
But yeah.
we buy the eggs in a bag through
Awesome.
the kitchen here, and then
Cool.
the pre-cooked sausage links.
Nice.
Because we are state certified, so we are safe serve, and
I love it.
we get audited on that.
Right. Well, that's not fun, but it is good to be, certified and all that.
Right.
How long has the pancake breakfast been going on? This seems like it's been around
Pretty
for a
much
while.
since it started, and I think we're going on our 10th year with
Wow.
Kids First, or it might be 9th year.
Okay.
Before my time.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about Kids First Fun so people totally understand it. So obviously you're going to show up on the 13th of April, eat some pancakes, and then the money is going to the Kids First Fund. So is this something that you work with the schools to identify kids that...
So there's 2 different ways
Sure.
that we work with. So one is school-based. So
Okay.
teachers, counselors, principals can put in a request to us, and it's done off just the student ID for tracking.
Okay.
And then we will turn around and get the item that the child needs, and then take it to the school. If it's $50 or more, then a parent needs to sign off on it just so the parent knows what's going on.
Okay.
The typical requests on those are shoes, school supplies, clothing,
Okay.
just real basic needs in that aspect.
Backpacks sometimes?
Oh, yeah.
Coats? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then so coats, we work with MCSA is kind of
Sure.
our holder of coats for our community, so we usually get coats from them. So we also work with our community on some of the needs.
That's
so
great.
the needs come to us, and then we find the
Sure.
best way to utilize our funds for that. So we do a school supplies drive. We hold those items in our office, and then give those out as well.
Yeah, I mean, think about the kids that are going to need a hand, and they probably don't even realize it, because
A lot of our requests are on elementary students, and
Sure.
it's not the child's fault that the parent, is having
Right.
a struggling issue. So we try to make sure that child feels one with their peers. Making sure they have tennis shoes that are well equipped for gym class, and
Sure.
playing outside, clothes that fit.
Right.
That's a huge thing. So. And then on the other side, we have parents can call our office
Okay.
and make appointments and
Cool.
do paperwork with us. But those requests typically are for sports fees.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
softball right now and baseball are big ones that we're working with. We work with the Y for soccer, but any kind of sports fee, we do up to $50 per child
fantastic.
after the screening.
Do you have any idea how many kids have been served with the Kids First Fund over the years? I mean, hundreds, I would say, probably, right?
We
Yeah.
typically, I would say, just guessing, I would say about 600 kids a year.
Oh my gosh. So that's the importance of a pancake breakfast. Think about it. And other Kids First Fund events. 600 children in Muscatine are going to benefit. So if that's whatever you need to motivate yourself to show up to events like the Pancake Breakfast, I want you to just put that in your mind 600 kids.
Wow.
And the need's probably only risen, hasn't it? I mean, I
Right.
bet, unfortunately, right? But that's why you need the United Way and the Kids First Fund to be there, to meet the need.
Yeah, it's risen on two different, one, there is a need for kids, but two,
Sure.
finally we're getting the word out and we're spreading, having Michelle at our office and being able to get that word out to different ways. And then also on the fund side of it. It costs about $20,000 a year for the whole fund with all the requests that we do. We do separate things for like school supplies drive. So, and then we also do community action. We pair up with them and give out shoes to all children. So they already do the screening process, and we're just there to fit the kids. And then we pair up with like Tuition Station and Farm and Fleet to get discounts on shoes. So it really works out well.
Ooh, I didn't think it was going to be that high. That's a hard thing to process, 600 kids. But it's easier to hear that when you can sit here and say we helped 600 kids, not that there were 600 kids in need and only 300 were helped.
Right.
That's what's so empowering about the United Way, is that 600 kids were identified, 600 kids were served, and because these are such critical years in these kids' lives, and they don't want to feel, Michelle, they don't want to feel left out or different just because of their circumstances. And it's not until you start to get a little bit older that maybe you identify like, oh, my friend, here's a little, back in the day, I had a friend whose every toy in his house always had a battery, right?
Right.
And not that we struggled that much, but it was just like every single toy that my buddy Bob had working batteries. And I know it's not the same thing as like not having proper shoes or clothing, but it is similar to that. So I'm glad that we're able to help out those 600 kids. Speaking of children, we have a live shot. This is pretty cool. So inside Muscatine High School right now is the prep rally. Is that what they're calling it? Pep rally for the state basketball game tonight. The send-away rally for the team is going to be happening in any moment. Muskie boys heading to state. And thanks to Trey Broderson, who's on the scene, we're connected via FaceTime. Is that right? That's pretty cool technology right there. So we're excited, of course. I think the whole community is feeling good. I thought we all should have just gotten today off. Nicole, Michelle, don't you think? Like, they haven't gone to state in 16 years. Let's get a holiday out of it.
Right? The whole
So
community.
that is awesome. Yeah.
Perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody at United Way is excited about this day, right? That's wonderful. You have purple on, kind of, Nicole.
I do. But
you're prepared.
Yeah. I didn't even know.
That's good. Sorry, what were you going to say? You didn't even know.
I didn't know.
We'll edit that out. She totally knew. Are you going to the game later?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
We have a band concert tonight.
Oh, all right. That's good.
My children go to school in Durant, and we have a band concert.
Cool.
tonight.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Pancake breakfast, community baby shower.
We have one more fundraiser in April for Kids First.
Sure.
DeBeats is pairing up with us, and we're doing a dinner there on the 26th.
Okay.
And that we're going to do 2 seatings, one at 5 and one on 7. We should have the flyer up today on our website. We're still working on that.
Cool.
But you can call DeBeats and make a reservation. And it's off menu, but it'll be a fun time, and we'll have more information there about our Kids First. And then come in June, we'll do our Pearl City Pub event.
That's a good one too, right?
And that's going to be June 10th, and that just happens to be my birthday, so that's a great
day. How convenient, isn't it?
So we'll be at
awesome.
Contrary with some Hy-Vee appetizers.
All right.
And working with Kim in the kitchen to get some
that.
appetizers. And then we will also have, you get 1 free beer with your ticket, and then we'll have some live entertainment outside
That's
as well.
fantastic.
So it's $25 a ticket, but we'll be back and talk about that.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you this, I was talking to Chef Awad DeBeat last night about something else, and he's such a great guy. I see him in here a lot. He loves our Starbucks. And DeBeats is a phenomenal restaurant in downtown Muscatine. If you haven't been there, you're missing out. He's just a great guy. It's just another one of those small businesses downtown that's doing something different. His menu is really good,
he does really
too.
Well.
Okay,
So
what was that date again?
it.
April
26th.
Okay, that's one of those that, like, I don't even care how much it is. Help out the kids.
Yeah, bring your family.
Off menu.
He's serving hamburgers down there now, and he's really just trying to be open for the public and make sure people know that. Yeah, it's called a bistro, but it's not.
No, it's
just high end.
it's really a good addition for downtown Muscatine. That's for
It's
sure.
a beautiful restaurant.
Yeah. Okay, United Way of Muscatine, Facebook, website, Pancake Breakfast, Community Baby Shower, the event at DeBeats, hanging out at Contrary in June. This is why you're coming back every month, because we need to keep people in the loop about what's going on, right?
And then we have our big day of hearings coming up. So
oh my gosh.
If you need more information on that, you can look at our website or give us a call at United Way.
Please come back.
Oh, yeah.
Deal? It's good to see you again. Michelle, thank you for coming.
The next time we'll have Michelle by herself.
Oh, Michelle. Look at that. Look, she's so excited. Okay, I love that. All right, let's take that full screen look inside Muscatine High School. We have the pep rally underway. You can see the cheerleaders on the court. This is so fun. They are getting ready to go to state. Muskie boys in action tonight against Iowa City West at 6:30 p.m. This is so fun to have this, and thanks again to Trey Broderson, who is in the stands connecting with us via FaceTime here. Oh, you do have audio? That's fantastic. Well, then I'll be quiet for a second and let's enjoy that. Wow. All right, so then, yeah, I mean, it's going to be really special tonight in Des Moines, that's for sure. So you're taking a live look inside Muscatine High School at the pep rally, thanks to Trey Broderson, as the Muskies get ready. Boys basketball going to state for the first time. Is that Mike Morgan out there? Is that him with the overalls on? That's awesome.
Just clip that in here. It looks like they got a full, I mean, obviously probably all the kids are in there. It's pretty awesome.
So again, you're taking a live look at Muscatine High School for the pep rally. Mike Morgan on the court. It's a big day. And my next guest is, I think he's going to be there tonight. Are you going?
Yeah.
Mike Church, meet manager. I
into any bad
know.
weather.
I hope the weather is over. I mean, there were some schools not in Muscatine that had delays this morning because of this system that we've been dealing with. But I think you're hopefully going to be okay heading to Des Moines.
Our truck driver came in this morning. We were basically out of bank, and we said that they had about an inch of snow and nothing had been plowed yet. But so I think it'll be a while. I would imagine they'll probably get on top of it. So
what time are you planning on hitting the road?
Well, my wife has to work until 3, so I'm picking her up at school, and we're rolling from there.
Yes, I love it. All right, it's so fun to be able to have this shot of the gym, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
you were just
that
saying
is awesome.
that it's a full house. And it is a really special thing for MHS because this has not happened, Mike, in 16 years.
Yes.
And again, this team is so special. Of course, Joe Wieskamp has had a wonderful career, but the last 2 games in particular, and we're going to talk about, you know, some Hy-Vee stuff, but I just know how much you've been following this team, like everybody. They really had such a good team effort the last 2 games, didn't they?
You know what? They have, and you know, we've been pretty fortunate to be able to watch Joe and that team play together for like the last 4 years, his high school career. And you always, I mean, you kind of always knew that he had that vision of getting to state, and I think that was passed on from his dad.
Sure.
You know, he came up short a couple times, so I think he kind of instilled that in Joe, and Joe kind of always looked to that as like, hey, this is where I want to go. And then it just seems like here the last few games, like the other kids have really just kind of, not that they haven't thought about it, but it just seems like they're like buying into it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and Belger has done a great job, I think, and yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. Great for the city. It's awesome. So
good because there's folks like yourself in different capacities, different jobs that are going today, and
yes.
that, you know, Wells Fargo I don't know. I feel like we're going to have more fans than Iowa City West. What
I
about you?
would think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we had more people there than Linmar on Tuesday, and that was their hometown. So
pretty special, right?
Yeah.
So again, if you're hitting the road for Des Moines, drive safe. They have what? How many buses? Like 5 or 6?
I think they've got 4 or 5.
Unbelievable. So again, we have a live look in at the pep rally. We'll check back in on that in just a few. It is so cool to see the response from the high school. But I did ask you to bring some props today.
I did.
This is fun.
Okay, obviously, folks, we've got it's March.
Yeah.
With March, you do have St. Patty's Day, and we get a lot of questions back in the meat department through St. Patrick's Day with corned beef brisket, and basically on kind of how to cook it. There's like a point half and a flat half.
Okay.
So you basically have it. Basically, when you have a brisket, it's like one really, really big piece. It's like one whole muscle.
Sure.
Well, then you have this point piece, which kind of tapers off into kind of like a corner.
Okay.
And then you have this other piece that they call a flat piece.
Nice. So this is the point right here.
The point is right here. And actually, I'll flip it up this way.
Yeah.
So it starts right off here, and it comes to an edge and kind of tapers back this way. So basically, we get a lot of people say, "Hey, what's the difference?" Because basically, they are priced different.
Sure.
The point half is obviously always is priced less than the flat, and I'll kind of give you a little just kind of basic 101 on what to pick, what you're looking at, and basically how to cook and make yourself a nice Reuben sandwich for St. Patrick's Day. As you can kind of tell here, we got a little bit of white stuff here. I think that's pretty dang good stuff there, but some people might not. And you can see through with this little flat piece here, you kind of have this wedge of of wedge of goodness, I'll call it. I won't say the F word on that one, F-A-T. Okay, we don't want to turn anybody off, but
right.
But anyway, so you have this on here, and you do have a little bit of, I should say, maybe not, I don't know if you would necessarily call it marbling, but anyway, so you got this kind of running through this flat piece.
Sure.
But and so this piece is usually a little bit cheaper. It's usually what are we like $1.50 a pound cheaper right now.
Okay.
You know what? What I would recommend is go through the display that we have, and you can find some really nice pieces.
Absolutely.
If you want to save yourself a little money, I mean, I'd much rather sell you the more expensive one, Tony. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm a businessman.
Sure.
But you know what? If I'm going to help a shopper, I'm going to help them find one of these maybe that doesn't have so much of this on here.
Sure.
And it's gonna be really good.
Cool.
Now with your flat piece, this wedge doesn't run all the way through the middle of the piece. It just kind of gives it, I would say more, this is marbling here, and it's going to give it a little bit extra flavor. I mean, the flat piece is a little bit more expensive, but if you look at it, I mean, man, it's a nice looking piece of meat. So
yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, and we've done the brisket over the years, and it's really, Mike, as easy sometimes as the crock pot, right?
It is, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you, this is what I've done. Well, I've cooked a few of them before.
Sure.
I've never done one in the oven. I've never done it that way, but put it in the crock pot, and there's a little seasoning packet that comes with this when you buy this.
Excellent.
Put it fat side up in your crock pot, and there's some juices when you cut that bag, kind of push them off into the crock pot, okay?
So keep those.
Keep the juices. Do not take them off there, okay? So put it in your crock pot, 8 hours, okay? So this is what I do. Once that thing is done, try to keep it should still stay intact because it is a whole piece. Get yourself a cutting board and cut it at an angle in some really, really nice thin slices. Get yourself some of Jake the Snake's famous fry bread, right?
Bakery fresh bread.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what else? What do we got? Thousand Island, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese. And the cabbage, if you want cabbage. You can do corned beef and cabbage. We're just talking Reubens, okay? I'm no
not
vegetable for me.
I'm not
so
the biggest
I'm going
cabbage
with the Reuben.
fan either.
Okay.
No offense, cabbage.
So cook it in your crock pot.
Yeah.
Set it on your cutting board.
Sure.
Slice some pieces off. Get your bread, coat it with a little bit of butter.
Yep.
If you have an electric skillet or a George Foreman or a panini, if you don't have a panini thing, you can always take your electric skillet if you have one. And I put to give it some weight, like a cast iron skillet to set it on top of there.
Yeah.
And kind of cook it on there till you get the cheese moist and get a nice little brownish on your bun. Or not bun, but on your bread.
Right.
And I mean, it is a little bit of work, but it's kind of fun. You only do it once a year, so it's good.
I was gonna say, it's so good. I mean, is the brisket, is it available?
You know what, we
year-round,
do
or-
sell brisket all year round.
Okay.
But I
But
mean,
it's-
really, this is our big push right now.
It's more popular around
Yes.
St. Patty's Day. Yes, sir.
We could see if you can interact with Mike Morgan if we can get an interview with
Okay,
him
cool.
right there.
All right, we might check in with Mike Morgan at the high school. We're
What?
gonna see
Morgan's
about that.
taking me out?
No, not yet, not
Okay.
yet. That's exciting
I'm kidding,
though.
I'm
But
kidding.
no, this you put it in the crock pot, folks. Again, if you're watching this live or on the rebroadcast on MPW, and you get home from work and it's ready to go, and it's just so nice.
Yes.
Because like you said, this can be intimidating for some folks when they see it. They're like, oh, I don't know if I can handle it, but you can. And then I think, Mike, some of the best part is that sandwich, the leftovers the next day.
Yes,
I
it is.
mean,
But I mean,
wow.
there are a lot of people. My parents are corned beef and cabbage.
Sure.
No cabbage for
Sure.
me. I'm just like Reuben's. But you know what? And if you really look at it, though, look at the price on this corned beef brisket, the regular, the point or the flat,
Yeah.
and compare it to anything else. I mean, it's a really inexpensive meal.
Oh yeah. And you get a lot out of it. That's
do.
what I'm saying. Like
You do.
We've bought these exact same ones from here at Hy-Vee, put them in the crock pot, taken them home, had it for dinner, had it the next day for a sandwich,
Yep.
and maybe the day after, because it doesn't shrink a lot in the crock pot.
No, it does not.
Is that the right way to say it? It doesn't.
it doesn't dissolve much.
So,
Yep.
Right. So it is really easy.
It is.
And 'tis the season for sure. I love what you were doing the other day. It was Saturday. It was rocking in here. It was nice outside,
Mm-hmm.
and you started talking about brats, and I don't want to say about passed out, but I was so excited because for me, for whatever reason, Mike, when it starts to get warm, I think about those brats that you have in this meat department.
It does.
Like the
You
pineapple
could
in
definitely,
them.
we probably, it was kind of funny because we were talking about it. It's like, I think we sold more brats over the weekend than we have January and February, the whole month.
Sure.
I mean, it's just one of those things, obviously, when the weather, I mean, there are some guys that are hardcore. I mean, Delmer, he grills year round.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
I mean, I
sure.
try to a little bit, but for the most part, I don't grill a whole lot during the winter, but
Yeah.
there are a lot of people that do. But you could just really tell with the change, people were just waiting for that change of weather. So
It was so fun to see, and there's so many people that, and you guys see them all the time, that are going to come, get the items that they need from the meat department, and they're going to go home and they're going to patty up their own burgers, or they're going to grab stuff that's prepped and ready. Those twice baked potatoes, I can see them from right here. Those things are sinful. So like when you're at the meat department and you're grabbing burgers or meat or steak or whatever, look at the things like the twice baked potatoes, the bacon wrapped asparagus.
Yep.
It's just they're so easy to do in addition to what you're going to cook.
that is. I mean, my kids actually like the twice baked potatoes also.
I'm a big kid, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
They're so good though. I'd never had one until a couple
One,
years ago.
one will not fill you up, Tony. I think you probably need at
Well,
least two.
I'm a good customer that way.
Well, I
but that
appreciate
bacon
that.
wrapped asparagus is just dynamite, and there's just
It
so
is.
many other options.
It
Like,
is.
man,
We've been pretty fortunate. We've had some pretty bright guys in the meat department come up with some unique ideas on
Yeah.
different things that we could sell just outside of fresh meat. So,
Yeah.
anytime I can take sales away from our produce guy, I'm all for it. So,
and then also,
we're all pretty greedy.
If you really want to be a Muskie diehard and watch or listen to the Muskie game tonight from home, you could enjoy a Muskie
That's
chop,
right. Come on, get a muskie chop. We can come on,
Yes.
get a muskie burger.
Yeah.
I think I was saying I need to get with Joe and we need to come up with a Weesey burger or something.
Yeah, the Weiss Camp
So,
special.
yeah.
It's a
So-
great idea. What's in the Muskie burger again?
We have the muskie burger. Basically, it's like a big steak burger. It's an
Nice.
8-ounce burger.
Yeah.
About your size, Tony.
Okay, hold on. I think we have Mike Morgan inside Muscatine High School. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
So there is Mike Morgan.
Talk loud into the microphone.
Okay, so Mike is totally decked out. He's got to be excited for the game tonight. So can we ask him what time is he? What time are they leaving? Is he still there?
Well, the audio is coming from the computer, so maybe
Gotcha.
you walk over here.
Okay.
We'll
Did he cut out or is he still there?
He's still there.
Okay.
Well, okay, yeah, walk over here.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna walk over to the computer. Okay.
So this is what everybody can see.
Okay, Mike, are you there?
He is not here at the moment. He's drunk. Yeah.
All right. Here.
So yeah, tell your brother that Tony's alive. Tony's
All right. Is Mike there? Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? You are so decked out. I love this. How How much fun was the pep rally, and what time are you taking off for tonight? You anticipate a big crowd in the Wells Fargo Arena, and I know you were selling tickets because what you put on Twitter was it would just make sense to buy the tickets when you were in high school. At this point, if folks are going to go, they're better off getting the tickets from the Wells Fargo Arena. Iowa City West is a formidable opponent for sure, but I feel like this team, Muskies, they were put to the test with Lingmar. They had such a good team effort, so it seems like everybody is all in, and that's got to be the sense that you've got following that Lingmar game leading up to today, right?
Not doing anything today.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I know how committed you are. Your outfit today, are you going to wear this all day, or do you have like a costume change that you're going to do? Sure. I love it. And I like that you got the playoff beard going, the state beard, right? Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for all that you do. Your commitment to the school is wonderful. Have a good time tonight, okay? You bet. Mike Morgan, thank you so much. That is awesome. Okay. That's okay. Okay, so let me slide back over here. That was really cool to talk to Mike Morgan from inside Muscatine High School. And if the audio wasn't there for you, Mike was just talking about how excited he is, how much support they've had from the community. They're leaving pretty soon, and he is going to be rocking the overalls and the purple. So that's your activities/athletic director. And what a great day this is. Mike Church, you're going to be there. Do you have any idea where you're sitting, or is it
You know
just
what?
sort of...
I don't know.
Yeah.
We did purchase tickets ahead of, the other night or on Sunday.
Sure.
So hopefully we don't have to fight the lines. You know what? I'm almost ashamed that I've never been to the state tournament, so
Sure.
I really don't know how the seating goes on that.
Okay.
You know, there's obviously games going on all day, so you're going to have those folks already in there.
Right.
So I don't know how that's all going to work out, but. You know, I kind of look at it as like, well, you know what, because unfortunately I will not, if we keep going any further, this is my last game. We're heading to spring break on Thursday.
Sure.
So I guess I really don't care where I sit as
Yeah.
long as I just, this is kind of my last game to watch these guys play together. So,
It's going to be so much fun.
yeah. it
So
will
many
be.
people going up. Muskies, 6:30, Iowa City West. Go Muskies. And definitely as we get closer to St. Patty's, stop in and see us at Hy-Vee Meat Department. Everything. I can't even think of stuff that you wouldn't have. You have everything. And we see that each and every day. But for folks that aren't in here that often, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Chad's got a nice shot of your department. And there's also like fuel savers that you need to look out
That's
for.
right, guys. We
Yeah.
have guys and gals.
Yeah.
Don't want to offend anybody. We've got, what is our fuel saver that we've got this Friday?
Spend 30, get 15 cents. And guess what they did this morning? They extended it to Saturday.
They extended it to
Corporate
Saturday.
said, let's do it.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Tony, that's on anything in the store, but
Correct.
I would recommend, folks, I would just buy all meat.
Yes.
Just buy all meat.
Yep.
Don't worry about anything else. Just come on back. I'm not going to be here, but my crew will take great care of you.
100%.
yes.
And there's additional fuel savers in the meat department.
That's right.
I would love to see a cart of just meat.
You know,
Yeah?
the thing about it is what's really interesting about that, Tony, is when they do run a stackable fuel saver,
Yeah.
like throughout the store, if you have a fuel saver item, whether it be in the ad or that's something that you're running yourself as a fuel saver,
Sure.
I mean, it just like the sales on it just double.
Cool.
I mean, because basically they've got the stackable fuel saver,
Right.
then they got the other one over
Yeah.
here. I mean, it's just like double.
It's awesome.
So it is double. It is
It's going to
awesome.
be a great way to save for sure. So we hope that you'll come in and check it out and have a good time today, man.
Thanks, Tony.
I'm so happy that you're going, and there's a
Yeah,
lot of
I'm
other folks
excited.
from the store that are going to be there in Des Moines Muskie basketball at 6:30. And don't forget about the brisket for St. Patty's Day. Even if you're not Irish, everybody's Irish around St. Patty's Day. That's
Yep.
for sure. Right?
Awesome. Thanks, Tony.
100%. Thank you, sir. All right, let's take a shot of the aisle cam if we have it. Fun Tuesday here in the Pearl City. We hope that the weather is kind of behind us. I mean, I don't want to have to deal with anything. We didn't have to shovel or, that was nice. The roads were fine, I thought. It was interesting when I got out to my car yesterday at the end of the day, turned on the windshield wipers. I had a little bit of sleet built up. So that was sort of like, oh, okay. Wasn't prepared for that, but, it's okay. We did get a lot of rain, though. So your grass should start to look a lot greener. And I was surprised walking around the store yesterday to see a display go up with some seeds on it. So, yeah, I love that the shot that we have for you on the aisle cam is of the Market Grill Express. You can see a little bit of the salad bar and where the soups are. Market Grill Express, I'm telling you, if you haven't had their burgers, they're hand pattying them. They're really good. They got like a $6 breakfast burrito for the entire month. So stop by for lunch, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And I should mention, speaking of breakfast, thank you, sir, on Saturday, the official Iowa Hawkeye mascot, Herky, will be in the Market Grill Express from 9 to 11. You can have breakfast with Herky, ladies and gentlemen. Bring the family, get a picture with Herky. It's going to be pretty cool. Thanks to our friends at Coca-Cola for making that possible. Breakfast with... Market Grill Express every Saturday and Sunday, $7.99, and it's good. The biscuits and gravy will change your life. And then if you have kids that are 12 and under, all you can eat pancakes for $2.99. It's a heck of a deal. It's this Saturday, breakfast with Herky in your Market Grill Express. Saturday, March 10th, starting at 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. I'll be there, and you should too. I've never met Herky before. I don't know what to expect. I'm a little nervous, but I feel like I've been a supporter of the Hawkeyes for at least the past 16 years, so I think I'm good with that. So don't miss breakfast with Herky. Bring the fam. And one last plug for National Frozen Food Day, if I could. Since today is National Frozen Food Day, we're celebrating. You spend $10 in the frozen food department, you're going to get a 10-cent fuel saver, and that also can add up. So you spend $30, 30-cent fuel saver, and so on. They just got a bunch of different ice creams in. I know it's 40 degrees ice cream, but check it out. And so many just great frozen vegetables, pizzas. It's pretty cool. We'll get some more pictures and video up on our Facebook and social, Instagram and other channels today. But I just want you to check that out. National Frozen Food Day. Spend 10, get a 10-cent fuel saver. All right, said a lot. Been a fun show. Pretty cool being able to interact with Mike Morgan and have a little bit of a live look at the pep rally at Muscatine High School. Tomorrow on the show, Wednesday, we'll talk to Amy Hessel with the Muscatine Community YMCA, and also our friend Jim Haskin, who is the dairy manager here at Hy-Vee. He'll stop by. Pretty cool thing going on with milk in the month of March and how you can help out those in need. Thursday, it's Dr. Dan Drehas with Riverside Animal Hospital, plus Jody Royal Goodwin with the Community Foundation of Greater Muscatine. And on Friday, Muscatine County Sheriff C.J. Ryan in the house for the first time. C.J. is a good guy. He's also a big Hawkeye fan. So, Sheriff, if you're watching this, we would love to see you for breakfast with Herky on Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. Okay. So, Hy-Vee Today, live Monday through Friday at 8:30 on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and I think maybe Instagram. I felt like Instagram may have updated something. We're going to look into that. That would be pretty cool. We'll see if we can't get on there. I mean, Facebook owns Instagram, so if you can stream on Facebook, we should probably be able to stream on Instagram. We'll get that figured out. And always rewatch at 7:30 and 10:30. Hello. Hope you have a good night if you're watching this tonight on Muscatine Power and Water, Channel 5, thanks to RE/MAX. Shout out to the Armstrong crew. It's pretty fun to be on MPW cable as well as the live stream. Thank you for watching. Go Muskies. Let's beat Iowa City West. Tip-off around 6:30. Brian Musell and Joel Krausar will have the call on 860 AM or 95.1 FM or at voiceofmuscatine.com. You're welcome for the plug. And let's hope the Muskies can be successful tonight and take down Iowa City West. If they do, they would play Thursday. And then if they win Thursday, they would be in the state championship game on Friday. Holy moly, wouldn't that be exciting? If Muskies win state, I don't know what's going to happen. Everybody gets a day off that works at Hy-Vee, the big store. And maybe wherever you work, you'll get a half day. Just don't show up. Well, I don't know about that. Don't listen to me. Okay, we'll see you today, hopefully. Frozen Food Day, Saturday for breakfast with Herky, Fuel Saver event Friday, Saturday. It's all there. I'm tired of talking. I'm going to drink more of my Starbucks, and we'll do this again at 8:30 right here on Hy-Vee today. This is Tony Tone signing off. Have a good day. Go Muskies!
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.